Hello.
Hey Mags.
That went smoothly. I was a bit nervous there. I was a bit stressed.
You okay?
Perfect. Yeah, you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Yeah. Are you recovered since Wednesday's game?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think it was more mentally draining than anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, recovered, ready to go.
That's good. Yeah, same for me. I was a bit nerve-wracking to sit there in the stands and watch
Yeah, it's not the easiest. It's so hard sitting from the side and watching, especially games like that. Play it down.
Mentally, it's probably even worse when you can't do anything about the outcome on the pitch. But then, I mean, I don't know why I was worried. I could have guys to pull through.
No choice. We literally had no choice. 80 minutes, play down.
Yeah.
But
no, I think you guys did great. I was so happy to see how everyone just looked so determined. I was like, no, okay, this is how it is. Let's make the best out of it.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? I think when you've got such a long time with that situation, you don't have any time to dwell. Like, there's no time to... Like, when it's like last 20 minutes, it's a little bit different. But when there's 80 minutes, it's like, all right, there's still like a full game to play. And I think that actually made us a lot calmer. Knowing that you just got to get past it, it's gone, it's done, can't control it. And then, yeah, you've got 8 minutes to make a difference. So, yeah, it's... Yeah.
But kind of when Birdie made the save, it was like, okay, she's made the save now. Now we have to step up and...
Yeah, exactly. And it was straight into the corner then, so it was like, right, now we need to defend this. And I remember having a conversation with Aaron, and it was just like 5 minutes at a time, like just go 5 at a time. Obviously, especially with it being Atletico and such a strong team, it's Champions League, anything's possible. And it was like, just get through 5 minutes at a time, and that was kind of our mentality, just, the whole way through, so.
Yeah, no, it's...
Crazy.
Had that happened to you before, like playing a man down for so long?
No, I don't think it has actually. Not for that long. Like obviously later on in games, maybe like 20 minutes or last 10 minutes. But yeah, not for like basically the duration of the game. That's probably the first time. Yeah, I've experienced that. Have you?
No, because I was thinking about it because it's rare that it's such an early event.
Yeah.
And I don't think I played. I said that maybe the last time I played one less was when you got red carded against Fiorentina away. But that was the last couple of minutes.
Thankfully.
Yeah, that wasn't as bad.
Yeah, no, it's you don't see it, to be honest. I think that's the first time I've seen it in a long time. So hopefully not again. But yeah, tick that off the experience now. We've done and dusted that one. So
and you managed really well. So
yeah, on to the next. More exciting news is onto the Euros. Looking forward to that. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. What are you most looking forward to?
I think it's actually, or hopefully, it's playing in front of like amazing crowds.
Yeah.
Which is obviously not 100% sure that we can do, but when I picture it in my head, that's what I'm imagining, because I know how the fans are here in England, and I know what a football crazy country this is, and how much crowd that we're having in the WSL or had last year. So I'm like, when I see it, I just picture like loads of fans from all over Europe travel to England to support the countries, and just loads of like media attention and just.
That's what I said. I think. Another interview, and it was I remember the last Euros, and it was unbelievable, like the fan zones, and when people could go and watch the games there and all the activities that they put on for everyone, that was incredible. So I said previously that I'd love to see us kind of top that and go one further, and the fan zones be even better, and like you said, just picturing all the crowds like gathering round in the cities, and everyone together enjoying the games, and hopefully sunshine at that point. But yeah, I think that's the biggest one, is the fans, and just being back in that intense environment and the cheering, and it makes a big difference. Yeah,
it does. I think as women's footballer, we have always appreciated the fans. Like, we've never taken them for granted. But I think this period has even made us appreciate them even more.
Yeah, I know. Especially when you need them, like last 10 minutes of a game, or that one little cheer. I don't think the fans understand how much that does affect you on the pitch, and especially when you need it. You might be under the cosh on the back foot, and someone puts in a tackle, and what it's like. It gives you a buzz, and then to hear the fans do that, it's even better. But how did you feel being one of the first teams to qualify?
I think we were obviously really, really happy that we qualified and that we managed to do it. We didn't have to do it through a playoff or anything nerve-wracking like that. I think we had a poor result away to Iceland, a draw, which made things a bit more exciting that we would have hoped for. But we could finish it off at home in Sweden. Unfortunately, not in front of the fans, but a lot of support. And I think it's something that you don't want to just take for granted that you're gonna get to every tournament now. I think teams in Europe are improving, and it's not like you can walk through a group qualification stage. So I think we're really pleased with qualifying early, and then you can just shift your mindset to now it's happening. We're in the Euros, and that's something that you can look forward to and almost have as your end goal in everything you do, in training, etc. I think it's really nice to have that goal. Obviously, first for you as well, the Olympics is the first closest goal, but then I think we know how massive a Euros is. And
definitely, like you said, it goes in stages. Starts at club, everyday in training. Getting good performances, getting that confidence up, and trying to take that consistency into your next up and coming tournament, which is the Olympics, and then the Euros. So it's kind of that building those bridges to get to that final, that end result. But
it must be extra motivating for you as well, having a home Euros.
I know, it's crazy, and that's why I really hope that the fans are back, because like you said, it is a football crazy country, and I know what our fans can be capable of, and the atmosphere that they can create for us to play in some of the best stadiums and explore England, and just the fans. I really, really hope that they can return. But playing on home soil is pretty special. Even for yourselves, you know what it's like when you go back to Sweden, you play a game there, let alone a Euro. So I really hope that the fans are going to be there. But also I think for family as well, sometimes it's hard for family to travel away. Luckily my family got to travel to the Euros, but before. But I think with it being at home, my gran and my granddad, it's easier for those to access the games, and probably having family there that can't make other games, be really nice to have them there, and I think to showcase the stadiums that we have here, and showcase our fans, whilst welcoming others from around the world. So it's going to be special. Hopefully, like you said, the fans I think is the top of my list. That I would love to see, but it's really exciting, especially the stadiums that you get to play at, Wembley, Old Trafford, this, they're incredible, and I think the fans would just top that off, playing at Wembley in the our first game with no fans at all. It's completely different to when there's fans there, and I think with the stage that women's football's at now, like you said, the fan base is growing. There's so many more people coming to games, not just watching but actually showing up. So I'd be really intrigued to see what atmosphere we can create and how far on the game has actually gone.
I'm sure it's gonna, if fans are allowed, and I'm sure it's gonna be sold out full capacity. It feels just from our experiences that we had last year when it was getting more and more fans to the stadiums, I think. And also, it's such a perfect country to have a Euros in, because it's not so big, so the distance is
exactly
really going to be easy to get around, and even I know that Swedes know that Old Trafford is it's a traditional stadium, and just being allowed to go there and watch a game, I think would be just something that would be really intriguing for them or for fans at home. So. I think it's the perfect place and the perfect timing to have it in England right now. Definitely.
With finishing obviously third, you guys did really well at the World Cup. I think I already know what your answer is going to be, but does that kind of spur you on to go one better? in the next, obviously, the Euros.
Yeah, I think obviously like we are still one of the top teams in Europe. I think we are like we're up there. I think we sometimes fly under the radar a little bit. I think there are other nations that might be talked about, the big favorites. England will probably be one of those. I think as Swedes we like to kind of just put the pressure away from us a little bit, but I do think the pressure will be there, and it should be, and it's something that I, at least personally, I really want to top the third spot. And I know that Hedvig Viggy, she always talks about it, that she's won a lot of bronze medals and a lot of silver medals in her career with the national team, but she's never won that gold, and that gold is on top of her list. And I think it would be massive for us as a nation to take home a golden medal, and we know it's possible, but we also know like how many amazing teams there's gonna be in there, and that also like can compete for it now. I think there are at least 6 or 7 nations that are possibly could win it. But how do you feel then? I mean, you guys were close in all the last tournaments. You've been really close.
Yeah, I think it's just the final part, and I think we've been on such a journey these last few years. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, and there's been a lot of changes. I think the team's quite refreshed at the minute. With the youngsters are coming through. But like you said, with change comes new opportunities. It's a new chapter, a new chance to create something different. So we take the positives from what we've achieved, and we're super proud of that. But I think, we just can't wait to, get going and kind of prove ourselves a little bit. We know what we're capable of. But I think we need to get over that finishing line. We do so well, and then it's just that final hurdle. But like you said, I think we're on a new path now. It is refreshing. It's a new chapter, a new start, and everyone's pushing in the right direction. And to see the players in the WSL like they're performing, I think that's always, it gives you confidence when your players are producing week in, week out, and that's that consistency that we spoke of. We're excited. But like you said, all teams have got better, all teams have developed, so I don't think it's just about 1 or 2 nations anymore. I think, like you said, it's 6 or 7 that are capable of competing for not just top 3 but actually winning the tournament. So I think every game we've got to be at it. There's no time for any mistakes, and we've got to keep pushing at clubs to make sure that when the Euros does come around, we're all at our top game.
Yeah, definitely. I know. I mean, I play with and against so many of the English players, and I know like the quality. There's so I wouldn't even want to be the manager for England. There's so many good players to choose from. It's actually really cool to see how you guys have produced so many players through all the different age groups as well. There are some really young ones that are really coming through as well. So
definitely. I think we've seen that in the WSL. With obviously we play together at club, you know me inside out as a player and a person. Does that affect your preparation if we come up against each other?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. I think I would say no. Don't play anyone who's close to Millie, because I'm in front of that person. She'll win the ball. She'll drive forward and probably score on the other end. So no, definitely. I think it's different when you. Obviously, I know a lot of players in England, and I think there will probably be a lot of girls who come and asks me about all the players. So it's not like just the ones I play with; it's the ones I play against as well. It's different when you see them. You see them on a weekly basis or a daily basis. So of course it's different, and it's always different. I remember, for example, playing against Carly and Fran.
Yeah.
You weren't playing in that last game, but it's in the World Cup I'm talking about. It's different. It's like you kind of go like, hey, like even during the game, it's like you can smile against each other and stuff. But then once you're in the 90 minute of the game, of course you're not thinking at your teammates. But I think, of course, I would wish that you guys do really well. And I think the ideal scenario would be to play England in the final. I think that would be...
Yeah. Wow, imagine that. What a game that would be. And everyone always says, oh, is it different playing against your teammates? And I'm like, well, no, because we're all professional enough we greet each other before the game, we say good luck. But once we step on that pitch, that's it. It's game time, and yeah, you don't tackle any different. You don't kind of prepare any different. Yeah, you give information if you know that. But then after the game, it's lines done. That's it. It's you step back out off the pitch, and yeah, then you become teammates again almost. And that is a question that you always get asked. Like, do you treat each other differently? And I'm like, no, it's a game. Like, you're there to win, and we always wish. Like, I wish all of our girls that go away internationally the best of luck and success internationally. We always do. That's kind of what we're about, especially at Chelsea. So yeah, I'd always wish you and everyone else the best of luck. But yeah, everyone knows that as soon as we're on the pitch, that's it. It's game on. I just would like to avoid a 50-50 with you though.
Yeah. I think the fans would love to see that though.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, I'll have to go up top for a little bit.
I think I know. Yeah, I've done it in training, and I wouldn't put my money on myself.
Right, some more questions now. Who is your DJ on your national team?
Oh, yeah, it's Caroline Seger. It's like, yeah, she has some really good ones actually. She has, I think it's some kind of a DJ mix that she puts on that's like it just runs like for 20 minutes and it's just one
nice
good song.
That's the best.
Yeah, it's really, really good. And then sometimes she adds in, like, I had a song during the World Cup that I just said, this is my one request that I want. And then sometimes she put that on to be nice to me.
Nice.
And everyone else was like, this is Magda's song again. Yeah.
If you was to have a dance competition, who would win?
Yeah, this is different. Yeah, I think we have one girl who's actually a performer, like, I don't know if you know Olivia Skog. So yeah, she's really funny girl and loves to she loves to dance, she loves to sing, yeah. So I would say her for sure.
Nice. I always remember Crystal Dunn when she was at Chelsea. She was
yeah.
I'd sit and watch Crystal all day long dancing, and like you said, the stage is there and it's there for her. So yeah, you've always got to have one of those in the team. I think it's important to to just get everything going. Everyone feels great around the people. What else about your national team? Just trying to get the ins and outs here.
Yeah. So now it's my turn. So who's the DJ in the England national team?
We've had a bit of a change actually, with players coming in and out. I think Leah Williamson is now the DJ, and I'm pretty sure she had a set of decks at one camp, and she was learning the deck. So yeah, she takes over and she does like a little bit of everything. Like we might have some old school, some dance, whatever it might be. But I mean, same as you, a lot of people do put in some requests, and yeah, I'm sure Leah would happily put them on. But yeah, she is the DJ queen in our room.
That's cool. And who would you say is like kind of the clown of the team, or who would win in a dance competition? Or, yeah.
Jill Scott, 100%. Jill Scott. Yeah, Jill. I mean, I'll let everyone rate her dance moves for themselves. But Jill, she loves to try, and I'm sure you've seen so many clips on the Lionesses always putting videos of her dancing or attempting to dance anyway. But yeah, Jill, if you're watching this, don't ever change. Yeah, she's always dancing, she's always fooling around, she's just always happy and bubbly. But yeah, we're always getting Jill to perform, and yeah, Jill, go on, do a little dance. And yeah, she loves the robot. I think that's her favourite one. I'm not sure if it's because she's stiff and it works well, but
oh, that's nice. I think you all need those kind of people on the team that just, like, what do you say, make everyone relax, make everyone have a laugh.
Not really like a care. Like, if people laugh, they laugh. If they don't, they don't. It's just like they'll still will do it, and that's that. Do you do many quizzes on your camps?
Not really, no. We had more of that before, but no, not lately.
Yeah, we love a quiz.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%. We're getting little teams, and yeah, we always have quizzes. I can't say I'm the best at my
Who would you want to be on a team with then?
Oh,
You think would be the best?
Depends what kind of quiz it is. It depends. I think Carly's always pretty decent. I think the staff are actually better than the players, to be honest, on the quiz.
So if
players are going to kill me.
It's the nerd of the team, or like the smartest one.
Oh, Leah's up there, to be fair, being pretty smart. She's going to love me after this.
Oh yeah.
Who else? Oh my god, I'm having a brain. Definitely not me anyway. Anyone wants to know that I'm definitely not the quiz person. If you want to act a fool, come to me. I think
use your head for other things, like
exactly. That's why there's no brain cells left. But yeah, I don't actually know who would be the quiz person. That's how much attention I pay. This is what I can think of at the minute. So yeah, she's doing well. But the staff, the staff, the analysis team are always up there with the answers and getting everything right. So
that's a good job as well. So.
Should we do some questions out of the comments?
Yeah. Sure. You want to start?
I'm just trying to look through for one now. A lot of them are just comments, actually. Oh, this is a good one. You can answer this one, Miles. Do you combine football with studies?
Yeah. So I actually do. I study political science from Sweden. So I've been doing it a bit on and off, like for I think a lot of years now. I've allowed it to take its time. So at the moment I put it on pause because it was such a intense period through January and February with all the games we had. So I think football would always come first.
Yeah.
Always be the number one priority, and I think if I feel like school is taking over, then I have no problem with pausing it, but I do like to have something else at the same time, just to get my mind off of football and not get too intense with the football, because I think I'm someone, if I don't have stuff that would take my mind off things, I get too obsessive, and I just think and I twist everything in and out, and I don't think that is the best way to go. So I think having something else is really nice, but it's a balance, and football would always be the number one priority.
I think people don't realise that that's actually possible as well, that you can do studies alongside football. Like, obviously, like you've said, being able to put it on pause and go back to it. I don't think a lot of people realise that you can do that, and it's not always one or the other. Like you said, as long as it's balanced and you do what's right at the right time, then so hopefully your question on there. Do you want to go next?
See if I can find anything here. Okay, Millie, I can ask this to you then. Do you have any advice on becoming a pro footballer?
I would say, I actually got into the England setup quite late, and a lot of people probably would have, they didn't think I would have, made it, because I started so late. So for me, it would be, to take every opportunity that you come across or that you find, and if you don't find it, then go and find it. Don't wait for it to come to you. And I think being in a world that's so opinionated is to always believe in yourself and just surround yourself with the best people. I think not even becoming a pro, but becoming whatever you want to be in life is just self-belief and doing absolutely everything you can to be at the top of whatever it is that you're doing. So whether that's training extra or going out and getting the right information and contacting the right people, I think I had to use a lot of self-belief, and mum and dad making a lot of sacrifices to get me to training or recovery when we was only part-time. So I think believing in yourself and going out and finding opportunities if you can't see them.
Oh, that's a good answer.
There's a lot of comments. Who's taller? Oh, I don't actually know that.
You're definitely taller.
It might be the hair.
Yeah, the bun makes it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you are.
I think it's the bun, but I'll take it.
How tall are you, Millie?
What do you want in centimeters?
Yeah, I don't know that.
174, I think I am, or 175.
Okay, I'm
if I've got that right.
Yeah.
I mean, might be 178 with the hair, so.
That's the thing.
Oh my god. Right. This is quite a good one because it's a learning curve. Do defenders need to train with heavier weights than strikers because you need to tackle people to the ground? Smiley face.
Oh, it's interesting. I think we've noticed it in our club, and it's like so dependent on individually, like what you're used to, what your preference is. I think we have defenders who don't lift so heavy, and then we have defenders like you and me who maybe prefer to lift. At least you lift very heavy and I lift a little heavy. So I think it's very individual and it is what you're used to. But I think as a defender, especially in this league, you have to be able to physically cope, and even more especially on the international stage.
Yeah,
coming up against the best players and the best strikers in the world, I definitely think having that strength is really important. But I think on the flip side, of course, a striker also has to be strong. So I think it's just at the level that we're at, being strong and being physical is very important.
Yeah, I think that's the base of it now, isn't it? You've got to be able to hold your own in every game against every opponent. So yeah, hopefully that one helped.
Did you? This one here. What made you choose to be a defender? Or did you choose, or were you put there? Or
yeah, I actually didn't have a choice.
No?
I did start up front, and I think as I got older, I worked my way back, and then ended up at the back, and now I'm stuck there. So
you started out as a striker?
Yeah, started out as a striker, running around like a headless chicken, trying to tackle people, trying to score, and then Doncaster, I was in midfield. I think I played one game at the back for Doncaster and the rest was in midfield, and then when I came to Chelsea we had some injuries, so then I had to obviously Emma put me at the back, and then I was like midfield back and then it was the same for England. I actually made my debut up front, but then I had midfield at the back, and then we kind of came to a decision and said, look, I need to pick like one or the other and just nail it and like really progress in that position. And felt better suited being at the back, and then I'm stuck there now unless Emma says get up top, and then I pop up, and then you give the ball to me and off we go.
It happens a couple of times, but hopefully not too much because it's one we need to. So when was it that you picked to be a defender? Because since I joined the club, you've always been a defender.
Yeah, I think probably around about when you came. I think just before that's when I kind of settled there. Probably when Chaps retired, that's kind of when I was at the back, and that was that. And then that's it. Yeah, obviously I was at the left, then I came back to the right. So yeah, it was probably like the year before you came, and then that was settled there. I've just come across the really clumsiest moment on the pitch.
I had a couple. I think I've had a few, especially at least maybe not in the games, but in trainings. So I know that Emma sometimes.
The one where you fell over and
when my feet just went.
Did you remember me when we played the Continental Cup final against Arsenal? When Beth scored, I actually tripped. And I said this in an interview the other day. I actually tripped, and I don't know how I got away with it. I don't know how there's no footage. We were sprinting over to celebrate, and I tripped, and I was like fumbling, like on my knees and hands, like crawling along the pitch trying to get over.
Oh no! We need to see this. We need someone to find the material
out there that has the footage. I'll happily see it.
Yeah.
Make somebody's day, but that was hilarious. That is, I don't know how no one clipped it, and I've like got away with it, but it was so funny.
That's great.
But yeah,
I also remember every time. It seems that every time I score, in the background you see you taking out players for me so I can score. And I've seen like the last 3 goals I've scored. It's because that you are like dragging 3 people with you, and I don't know, competing with them, pulling them down. Yeah,
The Liverpool Kings medal, that was the best.
It's a
I
classic.
was going to like throw people off to celebrate. I was like, get up, I need to celebrate. I think I'd pick you up, like, run behind you and pick you up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
But no, that's what we do. That's what we do best.
Yes. Oh, yes.
But no, lovely chatting to you. And I can't wait for the Euros. We've just got to keep at it now. Keep fit, healthy.
Cross our fingers that we will see some fans in the stadium.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing for me is getting the fans back in the stadium, obviously when it's safe to do so. But I think, like you said, it makes you appreciate when you don't have something, what it means to you and the impact that it has on you. So I think everyone can agree on that. The fans have been truly missed. But hope everyone's staying safe, and lovely to chat to you, Mags, as always. I would say see you soon, but I'll see you tomorrow. So
see you tomorrow in training.
See you later, Mags.
Bye, Millie.
Bye.
Bye.